How did castle sieges change medieval architecture? Imagine standing before a towering castle, its thick stone walls rising high against the sky. This impressive structure is more than just a beautiful sight. It tells a story of power, conflict, and the evolution of military architecture. Castle sieges played a key role in shaping how these fortifications were built and designed throughout medieval Europe. In the early days, castles were primarily wooden structures, serving as residences for noble families. However, as sieges became more common and sophisticated from the 11th century onward, the need for stronger defenses became clear. Wooden palisades proved vulnerable to fire and battering, leading to the widespread use of thick stone walls. These walls could withstand the force of catapults and battering rams, making them essential for survival during an attack. To further enhance their defenses, castles adopted concentric designs, featuring multiple layers of walls. A prime example is Castle Gaylord, which had two outer wooden circles and an inner stone circle. This design forced attackers to breach several barriers, slowing down their advance and giving defenders a better chance to protect their home. Towers and gatehouses also saw significant improvements. Towers were built taller and thicker, providing archers with vantage points to defend against siege towers and scaling ladders. Gatehouses became complex structures with multiple barriers, murder holes for dropping projectiles on invaders, and portcullises to secure entry points. Another important feature that emerged was crenellations. These notched battlements allowed defenders to shoot arrows while taking cover. Wooden shutters sometimes covered the gaps for added protection during reloading, making it harder for attackers to gain the upper hand. Moats and earthworks became common as well. Surrounding castles with deep ditches hindered siege towers and sappers who dug under walls. Raised banks absorbed impacts from battering rams and catapults, providing an additional layer of defense. As siege engines evolved, so did castle designs. Sloped walls were introduced to deflect projectiles, and gates were reinforced to withstand attacks. Defensive towers were strategically placed to cover each other, creating overlapping fields of fire that increased the effectiveness of the defenders. Since sieges could last 4 months, castles also incorporated internal structures for prolonged defense. Storerooms and wells were built to hold food and water supplies, allowing defenders to outlast attackers who might try to starve them out. Besieging armies also adapted their tactics, constructing their own fortifications around the castle. This included circumvallation and contravallation, which protected them from sorties by defenders or relief forces. Overall, the reality of castle sieges transformed medieval architecture from simple fortified homes into complex military strongholds. These changes reflected the significant role of warfare, power, and governance in shaping the castles of medieval Europe. Each castle became a symbol of strength and resilience, designed to withstand the challenges of its time.